2 weeks ago was the 1-year birthday of my prosthetic leg. I say thanks to Rehab Systems. Facebook actually reminded me of my memory. They had the first couple of steps that I took there at Rehab Systems with my leg. When I got my leg a year ago, I'm a rodeo announcer, and the months of March, April, and May, I actually announced rodeos, and I had to crawl up into the announcer stand on my rear end and boost myself up step at a time, backwards, and then sit in a wheelchair in the announcer stand. From June of last year until right now, I currently announce rodeos and do livestock shows, do a lot of photography work, and having this prosthetic leg has allowed me to get back in the full swing of things, going up and down announcer stand steps. And I usually draw a crowd because they remember what it was like when I was going up backwards on my rear end, and they all like to gather around and see me go up the stairs normally. And so having that socket has put me back in the saddle again, so to speak, to be able to do all the different things that I did prior to my amputation. I'll do a lot of photography work. Probably most recently, the biggest deal that I had was I photographed the state finals for the boys basketball tournament over at the Idaho Center. And having the prosthetic allows me to get back onto the sidelines and do Kodak moments, if you will, for kids that deserve it very much. The seniors that are playing and all the different basketball teams that come out into the state finals. I've done several weddings that's allowed me to get back and photograph weddings. I also do some DJ work, and I was recently at a wedding and able to go out into the field where the ceremony was held, and then back in onto a cement pad where I had my DJ system set up for the dance and for the reception. But it allows me to get back and do all the different activities that I've done in the past that I do for a business. Having this prosthetic, it's very comfortable for me. I do a lot of walking, I do a lot of exercise, and doing that has given me the balance to be able to maintain all the different jobs and I guess you could say hobbies that I have. I can do it comfortably, but having this socket has really helped me out to get back and be as normal and up and running as anybody else in my profession. As a photographer, I like to do a lot of remote shots, sideline shots, and having this comfortable leg, the prosthetic, has made it possible for me to be on the sidelines of the boys state basketball tournament. I've been able to shoot weddings, engagement pictures down at the train depot, and get around like I used to do without any problem or hitching my giddy up. So I really appreciate Rehab Systems and all the work that they've done for me to allow me to get back into a normal flow of activities and responsibilities that I have as a professional photographer, as a professional announcer. It's good to be able to be back and upright, doing all the things that I've been used to doing. I'd like to be able to do a 5K race. I won't be racing, obviously. I do speed walk when I go out and walk, and I've been going about 1.5 miles when I go out and walk each day. That's given me a lot of core strength, which I found has helped me with all my other responsibilities, balance and strength to get up and down the announcer stand stairs. Anyway, I understand that they have a special category for amputees at these races, so it'll be fun to join other people that have had the same problems or other problems and get out and support a cause. I might be the last one to start and the last one to finish, but that's a goal of mine, and I see all these other people climbing Mount Everest, for example, recently, the Boise veteran that accomplished that. And then Matt Perkins himself of Rehab Systems. He's a nationally renowned triathlete. So I've got a lot of people to look at and set goals to do the same type of thing right there at Rehab Systems and here in the Boise area as well. After my amputation, I was in a wheelchair for several months. I'll tell you what, there's actually nothing more fulfilling than putting my prosthetic leg on. Rehab Systems has allowed me to have the self-confidence to be able to get back on 2 feet again, doing all the things that you do during the day. Without that, I was bound to a wheelchair, and the freedom to be able to do all the activities and responsibilities that I have just been fulfilled by the prosthetic leg I got from Rehab Systems. I was in a wheelchair from March till June 4th. That's when I got my prosthetic. And then I had to have a surgery in November. And so from the first part of November till the 18th of January, I was back into a wheelchair without any activity at all. So I believe that's roughly 6 months of the year in a wheelchair and just with my amputation, no prosthetic, without standing. Not only is it, not only does it beat you up, but it requires a lot of help from your family, from your friends, and so it actually, it's a great thing to be able to stand up and have that independence back that having an operation like this causes you to have or to lose. So I'm grateful forever and ever to Dale and to Matt and everybody over at Rehab Systems, Bob, everybody that helped out. Anna, can't forget Anna or Kate. Anyway,